probably man that's got the same move with every club. I'm the only golfer with the feeling of greatness. I'm the only golfer living that's got the master move and the feeling of greatness.
The thing that I find coaches like you and people that I bring in my life, here's what I say to myself. What am I either afraid of doing? What I don't know what I don't know, like you said today, or what am I so afraid to do that I need somebody to push me to do it, right? And then I hire a coach because I'm like if I said, go learn to skydive, I ain't gonna do it until somebody goes, I will coach you through it. I'll get you through this. I will help you. So okay, let's do it. But I have to get a coach to help me. Otherwise I'm not gonna do it.
Yeah. And it's coaches, especially ones that have been there, done that. You got to find a good coach, right?
Yeah.
So
a good coach.
I have people that were, as a hypnotist, people would teach people how to quit smoking. Okay. And that I'm a hypnotist, let's say, but I'm helping people quit smoking. But yet when people show up to my appointment, I'm smoking a cigarette. That's somebody you really want to hire to do it. I mean, but that's how these people are.
Fitness level is the same thing.
Yeah.
Right?
It's like, be a product of your product. If you're going to do that, it's like, then do it. But yeah, the idea of, having a coach, having somebody in your corner that's rooting for you, that knows what you're going through to a certain degree. I don't know all the pieces of your business. I've run businesses before, but I get it. It's at the end of the day, it boils down to,
the same.
Make sure this is good.
Yeah.
Make sure you know what you're doing, what your intention is, what the game plan is. And then everybody else, make sure that they're good. And the only way they're good is when you're good.
The other side of this isn't, Clayton and Mason are back here on the production team. A lesson of this whole thing is I've worked with a lot of business coaches. I mean, Grant Cardone and Alex Hormozy, and these guys are all acquaintances of mine. The way you have to look at it, which is very, very, in my mind, it's kind of discouraging, is the business is a product of you. And if the business is doing crappy, it's because of you. At the end of the day, if the business is struggling, it's because of you. If there's bad mojo in the business, it's because of you. And that's disheartening sometimes because I look at the chaos. I'm like, I'm creating this chaos, So to me, I've had to take some deep dives into that, which is why you're here and why so many times I'm trying to get coaching advice through it. I will say this. Business was much easier 10 years ago. Not because of COVID and thing, but when we were smaller. Mm-hmm. When our business was smaller, it was so much easier. There wasn't as many moving parts. It was just like get up and get to work. Now the moving parts. Oh my God! I mean, the academy, the online, the coaching, the coaches, the guy from Canada called me today wanting to start the Canada deal. It's just like all these moving parts. And it's like, okay, now it's outgrown the crap out of me. And that's what happens. And now it outgrows you and you're like, oh, this is a product of my growth. But now it's like, I've grown too many arms. I don't know what they're all doing, Mm-hmm. And that's kind of where we're at. That's where we've been for a while with Graves Golf. Yeah.
Well, the good thing is you've got you that is willing to grow. The challenge with that, there's the B word, which is boundaries. Like you have to have these containers. I keep saying these departments, right? You have to have these containers. So develop one, make it solid, make it efficient, make it as best you can, and then add another one. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So, and the challenge is with somebody that is a big thinker and a visionary and sees all these opportunities. Let's call them opportunities. It's like we want, let's do that. Let's have this here. Let's have a 3-day thing here. Let's have a 9. And so that can.
Yeah.
So, but
I think boundaries is the right word. I'll tell you, I had a call. I got off. Before I came out here. That's why I was a little bit late getting here. I was on a call, and it was about a Canadian branch of Graves mm-hmm. Golf, and the guy goes, he wants to come in and talk through, doing this in Canada. And I said, listen, if he shows up here with a business plan, something I've reviewed, I'll invite him here to look at it. If he just wants me to help him build a plan, don't have him show up. I said, I don't need to try to create another business. I said, but if he sends me his plan and it looks good and it makes sense, then I'll invite him down and we'll meet. I said, and so I'm learning to set these boundaries mm-hmm. of like,
good.
Don't get me involved because I'll see an opportunity there and I'll start putting resources after it. and I'll start spending time there, and I know my brain, and I'm like, I'm not going to invite my brain into that. So I'm like, look, he needs to get a plan together. He needs to send me the plan. It needs to make sense. I'll review the plan. And if it doesn't make sense, we're not meeting, period. And that was it. And so I'm getting better about that.
See,
I'm starting to get those boundaries better, to make sense out of things. So
yeah, it's again, you want to develop what you have, get it functional, efficient and all that. And then anything comes new to you, it's like, nope, we're focused on this project. And like you've got this big launch coming up. So it's like, you're going to be all over the place because you still got all these other pieces that still need attention.
Intelligent golf swing.
You got it.
I am so excited about it.
I know. I am too.
Intelligent golf.
So clever. Bro, that's so clever.
It's so good. It's so encapsulates what this is all about and what I'm all about. I mean, there's so many different things, and even my team is excited about it because it's just, I sit down at night and I kind of draw out the linear places this thing can go in all the directions. And it just can go so many great places because, and I tell the story, and I remember I was with Mo and we used to dig through his trunk and his back seat. Mo used to carry all this stuff in his back seat. If you've seen pictures of it, but I'd pop his trunk open and there'd be clubs in there and balls in there and shoes and newspaper articles. He lived out of his car, and in his back seat, he had his clothes, piles of clothes, probably never washed, and pants and shoes. And then he had, in the seat pocket behind the driver's seat in the passenger, he would stuff newspaper articles, and it was just stuff full of trophies and all this kind of stuff. And so I'd go dig through it. His glove box, I'd just go, Mo, let's go dig through your car. And so we'd go going through stuff. Well, he pulls out this newspaper article, and I don't exactly remember the title. I might even have a picture of it. I have to look through some of my files, but it said idiot savant golfer, maybe wins tournament or something. And he had scratched the word idiot out on the thing. And I keep thinking about this newspaper article because I'm like, he was the most intelligent golfer.
Yeah.
Think about it. Intuitive intelligence. See, we always think of intelligence being smart. Mo was smart. I mean, incredibly smart, but intuitively brilliant, right? And so that's why I always tell people he figured it out through intuition more than anything. But that is the ultimate intelligence to me. Because where we get stupid, where we tend to get stupid when it comes to golf, is we try crap that doesn't make sense. It's happening all over. It's probably my biggest complaint about what I see in golf instruction today. If you said, one of my business mentor friends asked me one day, he goes, find the biggest pain you have with golf. What is it? Like the crap they teach.
Yeah.
And it's because it doesn't make sense. Like, people will try anything because they want hope. They want to hit a golf ball better. They want hope. They want to play better. They want to enjoy the golf game more. They'll try anything. They'll buy anything, right? You'll see it. You're like, oh my God. And they're like, that thing doesn't make sense. And what they're doing doesn't make sense. Matter of fact, they're going to injure themselves doing that. It's that crap that drives me nuts because it's like, that does not make any sense. There's no logic behind it. There's no science behind it. It's not intelligent. But people don't know any better because, I mean, like you said, you don't know what you don't know. Mm-hmm. I don't know a lot of things either, and I might try stuff that's stupid for me too. But that's the way I see golf. To line things up, like, guys, it's got to make sense. It's got to make sense from a biomechanical perspective. What's the best way to do it with your body? It's got to be natural, simple. Mo figured that out, and people ask me all the time, "How did he do that?" I'm like, you got to be some kind of intuitive genius. No. You're going to have to work hard. I mean, you definitely put the time in, right?
Yeah.
To discover it, but absolute genius. And so when I saw this newspaper article, I was like, that's an epitome of what the intelligent golfer is all about, is the people that called Mo crazy, weird, an idiot missed it. He was the most intelligent.
Yeah.
That's what I find so ironic about it.
Guys, I have this thing. I made a post a couple months ago on my Facebook, and I said, AI has nothing on OI. And what I meant by that is artificial intelligence, which is kind of what's being taught, this weird way of doing something. It's artificial. It's not natural. But OI to me is your original intelligence, right? So I say the original intelligence that we have in us, like that's what Mo figured out, how to swing this club effortlessly. When you hit, you're like, whatever. I was telling the guys my story. I was telling Cap my story on how I got involved with natural golf at the time. How long have I known you? And I said, because I was at a driving range out in Carlsbad, California. And this lady comes up and she's like, I got this clinic. We're doing a clinic over here.
Martha Urey.
Huh?
Martha Urey.
Okay, Martha, yeah. And she says, why don't you guys come over? I'll show you something. She didn't even say what it was, but a free clinic? Sign me up because I suck. So I go over there and she picked me, kind of like, you would know. Mm-hmm. She picked me to go, hey, can you come here for a second? Here's a 9-iron. And she put me in this weird configuration. And she started explaining about, when you hit a piece of wood, if you're hitting it, here's here's where your hips would be. And I go, yeah, that makes sense. Oh, yeah. And it feels kind of good. And she goes, look, I don't want you to swing hard. Just come back here about this far and swing. And I hit one. And I had one of those holy crap moments like, what the heck? I'm over here battling my demons, trying
interesting.
And then I swing one time and it just felt like
a long hammer.
Yeah. Grip was all weird and it wasn't even tapered. It was just a solid. I'm like, head weighed 25 pounds. I'm like, what is going on right now?
Yeah.
But I said at that one shot, I go, I'm in. Yeah. So for 25 years, I've been just in this ecosystem, just following your story and what you've done. And, here we are. But it just made sense. It was an intelligent way.
What do you think? Why do you think it's gotten so far nonsensical? I mean, I'd say you saw me do 15 social media videos today where I say the same thing over and over again. That you watch me going, this is repetitive as hell. But it's like, guys, this just makes sense.
Yeah. There's the E word. You know what the E word is?
No.
Ego.
Really?
So watch people when they want to swing. They always care about how they look.
Really?
Yeah. They want to look a certain way. Like, I want to have this kind of
really, but they don't.
Well, no, what they do.
Even
they think they do, right? Because that's what they see.
You think it's ego, really? I hear this a lot.
When they play golf, though, it's like, man, number one, I want to look good. Number two, you want everybody to go, God, good swing, man, good looking swing, regardless where the ball goes. good swing on that.
I'll tell you an interesting story. So when I met Mo, let me see, 94, and then I was still competing, and I played the Canadian Tour in 95. I think it was around 96 or 7. I was playing the U.S. Open qualifier here in Oklahoma City, and I got paired with a guy named Jim Sorensen. Jim was a really good local player. I had known Jim. I'm not sure I'd ever played with him before, but we'd played competitive against some tournaments together. And I got paired with Jim in the Open qualifier. And I'd never played with him because it's the first time he actually saw me swing. And I set up like a single plane, and I hear Jim say to his caddy, "Oh shit, watch this." And I just ripped it dead straight all day long. And so I was talking to Jim after the round. He's like, he goes, when I saw you set up like that, I was like, this guy's going to hit it perfect all day long.
Oh, wow.
So I realized, and Jim, by the way, he still is. I mean, he's the one that started Momentous Golf.
Oh, wow.
That's Jim Sorensen.
Oh.
So Jim he's a well-known instructor, was a very good player. I haven't talked to Jim in years. I know he had some health issues, so I hope he's still with us. But Jim was a consummate golf teacher, so he understood the golf swing. So what I recognize is people who understood the swing mechanic got it. Mm-hmm. Like, they get it. It's the people that don't. It's the people that just don't really know what's going on, and they don't get it. But Jim was like, I get that. Like, I get exactly what's happening there. So Jim was like the first guy. I was like, when I watched you set up golf, I was like, holy shit, this is going to be perfect.
Yeah. Could you swing his Momentous with the
well,
did you ever try to?
He had multiple different products. I have the weighted products. I have all in my house. Yeah. So he gave me everything.
But you have the one with the hinge on it? Could you?
Oh, that was different. That was the Medicus.
Medicus.
That was Medicus.
Okay, yeah.
Now the Momentous products were like weighted trainers and stuff. So I think maybe Hamilton, Todd, my buddy Todd, was on their sponsorship for a while. I'll text Todd when I see him next week. But yeah, he I'll have to give Jim a call. But anyway, he was great because it was the first time that I felt a little bit validated because, dude, when I was on the Canadian Tour in 95, this is a true story. David Reuter, I don't know if David, I haven't talked to David since the Canadian Tour either. David was a big guy. I'm a little guy, right? So I'm out there playing on the tour and people are kind of making fun of me, because of my swing and stuff and whatever. And David came over and I became friends with him and he's like, I got your back. So if somebody made fun of me, he would go kick their ass. Mm-hmm. It was hilarious. He was threatening people's lives out there.
Like a Happy Gilmore
on the Canadian Tour. It was really funny because David's like, I'm putting up with this crap. This is it, So David was like my protector on the Canadian Tour. No one really knows that stuff, but David was like, man, I don't like people treating you like this. You're out here doing your thing, man. So he was great. I haven't talked to David either since the Canadian Tour, but I appreciate guys that kind of got it,
Yeah.
And one thing I recognized about that was that's what Mo felt like.
Yeah.
Oh man. I mean, look, I'm just swinging like Mo. I'm just, doing what I think is right. And people are like, are just kind of harassing me a little bit. It's kind of weird, And I never experienced that. I'm sure Mo experienced that his whole life.
Oh yeah, I mean the way he was dressed, the way he presented himself. I mean, he looked like he came right out of something that doesn't resemble golf at all. And he steps up there and he does what he does. So he obviously no ego. He's just like, nope, I'm the best ball striker there is. There's no one better. That was just his inner mojo. That was him knowing the truth.
This
his
pure
truth.
authentic.
Truth. And that's what you've done.
That's it though. See that we just nailed down exactly what I saw in Mo Norman. I saw authenticity.
There you go.
Authenticity. Nothing. Even when he was being Mo, like difficult, still Mo. Still appreciated it.
Yep.
That's just who he is.
That's who he is.
Yep.
It's so good, man. I mean, I'm very proud of what you're doing. I feel this next chapter for you. I feel I can say this. The hardest part of what you've done, you've already done.
I hope so.
Right. So now it's like, okay, so we take this amazing team and this energy and we shift it into what's happening next. And obviously the book is going to be such an explosion for you because we all want to be intelligent. It's something, right?
Yeah.
So if we're going to play golf, let's be intelligent, right? Let's have fun, but let's be our best and let's just be smart about it and let's make it simple.
And I think if I had to leave this podcast with like one thing that I'll throw at you and let you kind of hash through this a little bit. It was important for me to ask why. Why am I doing this? Why is the swing? Why does Mo swing that way? Why? Why? How is this better biomechanically? I dug into the whys of things because I couldn't accept not knowing that. And so it's like, why hire a coach? Why swing this way? Why Mo Norman? And so to me, maybe not everybody's like that, but I just found that why, just knowing the why I'm doing stuff it's like the adult learning thing. Once I knew why, I got on a mission about it, So what do you say to that? Like how important, like people out there watching us there and listening to us. I want everybody to learn the single point swing because I absolutely know in my heart that that's going to be the way they should play golf and for the rest of their lives. And if they learn to do it correctly, they would just say, why didn't I do this my whole life? Right. Cause I hear that all the time, but do you think that's important to a lot of people is knowing the why behind it?
And everything you do. I mean, why do we get up every morning? So here's what I know about people. We all have a mission in life. And your mission obviously is all the things you've created up until this moment, right? This amazing golfer who struggled, who surrendered to the idea of learning something completely new, going against the grain, and then creating this movement. Because that's what this is. It's a big movement of a new way of being on the golf course, right? So you're going to stay that. My why every morning is to make sure I'm going to be the best version of myself. So we all have our own path that we're doing. And so all we can do while we're here is to make sure that we're in it. Like I'm in it to win it. Like I'm here to make sure that Tony is doing what I'm supposed to be doing. And I know for me to do anything else in what I'm doing, empowering, coaching, motivating, whatever it is, helping businesses, whatever that, as long as I stay in that space, people will come. The right people will come. If I'm speaking something and I'm resonating with someone, they're going to follow me. If someone is frustrated with their golf game, they're tired of spending money, wasting money, they've tried everything, they've gone to every clinic, they've watched every YouTube video, and all of a sudden, however it happens, you show up on a feed and they go,
makes sense.
It makes sense. Then mission accomplished, right?
What do you say?
It's all about resonation.
What do you say to the 55-year-old, 60-year-old, even 65, 70-year-old guy listening to this podcast that has thought to himself, man, I'm just not motivated.
Yeah.
I'm too old to learn new things. And what am I going to do? What would you say to him?
In the words of Andy Dufresne, get busy living or get busy dying.
There you go.
But it's, if you're not learning something, then you're done. Right. And if we love golf and everybody that's watching, every 55-year-old plus, we're in our 50s. Like I feel like my best golf is coming. Just because I see the truth in what you're doing, and I just got to spend more time on the practice range. I got to spend more time doing the little things, but I see my best golf coming. We see somebody that's 85 years old, like I have in Nebraska where I live, like still pushing a cart and still just, slaying it.
I had lunch with my buddy yesterday. Let's do it. He's 81. And he asked me, I'm having lunch with him. He says, what should I do, Todd?
Yeah.
Get busy. Yeah. I go, what are you doing Friday? He goes, I don't know. I go, come to the range. what time are you gonna be at the range? He goes, 2:00. I'll meet you there at 2:00. So I'm gonna hit balls in them at 2:00. I'm like, get busy doing it, you know? Because I can tell you what, I can be better not doing it.
Yeah.
And you want it, Mo said to me, the most important thing he could say to me in this is in a Mo-like way. We're having lunch this was the last time I played golf with him before he died. Usually we played 9 holes. We decided to play 18, but we stopped at 9 holes after 9 holes to have a hot dog at the turn. And I said to him, Mo, why me? You've met a lot of people, a lot of young golfers like me that were interested in what you were doing. Why me? And he goes, because you wanted it.
Mm-hmm.
That was it. He didn't say like, because you're such a great guy, because I thought you were just so talented.
You remind me of my grandson or whatever. It's
like, he's the most talented guy I've ever known.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
It was because you wanted it, And so I think it starts with the want. I mean, if it's not there, it's not there. But the minute you want it, let's go. Let's do whatever it takes. And then the whatever it takes part comes next. But yeah, I think you got to want it.
Yeah. And the idea of being, as you're getting older, playing golf, like, okay, see, to talk about the shot, what if you had like 10 shots you talked about, with your buddies?
Yeah.
You're sitting there at the clubhouse and they're going, golly, Todd, boy, I've never seen you play like that. Like that feeling, right? So that's what you get from learning or having somebody, do something new to your swing. In this case, revamping into a way that feels much better. It does feel so much better.
Why do you think? I know. Last question. We could go on forever.
I know. It's good.
So last question.
Hang in there, Clayton.
Hang in there, Clayton. Why is learning so important? Like as we get older, why? I mean, is it the use of our brain that we keep it active?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Probably.
Well, it's that, but it's like it's part of you. Like if I don't use this right arm, I don't for nothing. I use my left one, but I don't use my right one. Yeah.
I will not have it.
So your brain is like the most complex thing that we've got that we operate or not.
Yeah.
So, and it needs new stimuli. It needs that. Otherwise, we give up, and we can't give up. Like for those that are 55 or 60 years old right now, like this is the sweet spot for you. You've worked and you've done all this stuff to get this point. So now it's like learn a new trick.
Yeah.
Don't be the old dog. I'm too old to hit the ball another 15 yards.
Yeah.
And pass my buddies. Like, what would that feel like if you did that? Like, put yourself in that state. Like, I'm out driving all my buddies now.
Yeah.
Versus going, I'll never be as long as my buddy. Like, no, like give yourself a chance. And learning gives you a chance. I'm learning Spanish right now because I have a travel company. I'm traveling all over the place, and it seems like I'm always in Mexico. So I'm learning Spanish.
Wow.
So why not?
Yeah. Yeah. But that's you though. I mean, some people like you, I know you're going to keep growing and learning, and you're going to be 90 years old still trying to, what's the next thing? What's the next level of my learning? I don't think everybody's like that.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think my father wasn't like that.
Yeah.
My father just, once he was retired, he was like, I know it all.
Yeah.
Kind of like, I'm there,
But we have to live, like we talked today, we have to live in our own bubble, right? So we have to make sure that we're good and we're doing things that fuel us. So that's all that matters. Your family, you're doing what you're supposed to be doing. Every day you're feeling fulfilled. You're challenging yourself. You're whatever you're doing. And you're going down like this with a smile on your face.
Yeah.
It's like, man, I did everything. I freaking did my golf thing. I traveled all over the world. I impacted millions of people's lives. I wrote 4 books, all that.
Yeah.
Like, regardless of what somebody that's watching this that doesn't want to participate at that level, that's okay.
Final thing.
Okay.
But you're going to give me a 2-minute answer on this, and then I'm going to bring you back.
Okay.
Maybe tomorrow. Maybe you say tomorrow, by the way.
Oh, geez.
I want to know about hypnosis, but I know it's a longer conversation. It's not.
No.
Give me 2-minute, your background in hypnosis and the power of hypnosis.
So same story as you. I'm standing in line to go see a show in Las Vegas, a hypnosis show. Okay. Guy taps me on my shoulder. I look at him. He goes, "You here to see my show?" And I go, "Well, who are you?" Because it just says Hypnosis Gone Wild. My wife's right here. He goes, "No, it's my show." Got to talking, and one thing led to another. We spent the next day talking, and he says, "I'm going to mentor you." Just kind of like with Mo. No reason. He goes, "I believe in you. I'm going to mentor you." I'm like, okay. So fast forward, I started reading and studying what hypnosis is. Hypnosis is the Greek word for sleep. So if everybody can just close your eyes right now. I want you to visualize your swing, all the positions right now. Follow through, all of that. Hold the position on the follow through. If you're able to do that, that's hypnosis. Okay? Imagination.
Got it.
Imagination. Okay? So what hypnosis is in the scientific sense is there's two sides of our brain. We have our conscious brain and we have our subconscious. The conscious brain is the one's like, oh, I got to do all these and look at all these buttons and we're here in the studio, look at the light. It's the busy side of your brain. The subconscious is like the sponge. Okay? So the sponge is just absorbing everything. It's taking everything you're experiencing in your conscious brain and it's putting it in compartments. Okay? References, cabinets. When we're busy, when we're thinking a lot, we're in our conscious side. What hypnosis does is I quiet the conscious side of your brain. We can do it through breath work. You can do it through sleeping. You heard of counting sheep before? Do you know why they say count sheep before you go to bed? See them jump on your bed. What you're trying to do is you're trying to bore your conscious brain. Where your conscious brain goes, oh my God, this is stupid. This is dumb. I'm out. And once it goes out, then your subconscious brain goes, oh, it's time to go to sleep right now. So you've been watching TV and you're watching TV and all of a sudden you wake up this morning. Well, what happened from the time you were watching TV to the time you wake up? Your conscious brain just shut off. Your subconscious steps in, starts regulating your body, starts healing you, does all that stuff. So what a hypnotist does is through words, through pattern, through different things, can quiet the conscious side of your brain so it shuts off, so it doesn't think about the lights and what you have to do next. It gets quiet. And when it's quiet, you can talk to your subconscious brain. And when that's moved out of the way, and I go, hey, you're an amazing person. You don't have issues. You're not fearful of anything. You love taking cold showers and cold baths or whatever. Then your subconscious believes that's the truth. And the next time you would jump into cold water, it'd be comfortable for you. Yeah. You'd like it. So it's trickery, whatever you want to call it. But if that conscious side is out of the way, it's not there to judge and go, whoa, that's cold water. It's going to do this. And it's going to... So that's what you do.
Very interesting.
So you actually can help. There's been so many studies on people like visualizing themselves, like Michael Phelps swimming. He can see himself, coming across at 29.6. I'm just throwing a number out there and visualize it, swim again in his brain under the state and visualize it. And then all of a sudden he goes, does the race and he does it 29.6.
Here's what's fascinating about that.
It's crazy. It's crazy.
Here's what's fascinating about it. Based on what you just said about the subconscious, going in when I met Mo and see a lot of people come to me and say, I want to try Mo's swing. Mm-hmm. I want to try it. I never did that. I never tried Mo's swing. I went to Mo and I said, I'm going to be better than you at this.
Yeah. I remember you saying that. Yeah.
So I never went into it. I thought, I'm going to give it a shot. Like that gave me an out. That's like being half pregnant.
Yep.
You just can't do it. Right. So my deal was I'm either going to do this 100% and be better than you.
Yep.
I basically told my subconscious, get going. And the doubt was gone because I couldn't doubt it because I'm not only going to do it, I'm going to be better at it.
Yep.
So there's a lot of power in just committing, making decisions and getting right to the subconscious and going, we're doing this.
Well, here's what you just said though. You didn't say, I'm going to try to do this swing. If I say I'm going to try, I've already failed. There are so many references in our life when we try to do something. Oh, I tried that business or I tried relationship.
Try means I'm just waiting to fail.
You got it. So the fact that you said, like you just said, hey, I'll try that golf swing and they try, whatever, it's not for me. But if you say, no, I'm going to perfect what you did. I'm going to make it even better than what you've done. That's a whole new thing that happens. And so the conscious brain goes, well, what the heck? And just like,
I'm out of the way.
You're out of the way. Because
nothing I can do.
Because your subconscious believes everything you tell it's the truth.
Right.
So if you go, well, God, there's Mo's swing there. Look, that's weird at the top. Look how he's holding. If you start doing all that, you're gone.
Yeah.
But if you just go, no, I see it. I see what you're doing. It's
so fascinating.
That makes sense. That's intelligent what you're doing.
Yeah.
In fact, I'm going to write a book about it one day. It's
going
to be a bestseller.
I think I will.
Watch out, November. It's coming.
It's coming. It's the intelligent way. Let's do this.
You don't want to be a stupid golfer, do you?
No.
Okay, let's be intelligent.
Exactly. Great, Tony.
Always.
I appreciate you. Thank you so much for being here.
Amen.
And I got 3 more days with Tony. This is so cool. I love doing it. So thanks for joining me on the podcast.
You won't recognize him come whenever you
He's
see
going to hypnotize me. I have a project. I'm not going to tell you what it is yet, but I'm going to have hypnotize me before we leave.
Love it. We'll do it.
Great. All right. Thanks for joining us. We'll talk again on the Feel Like Guys podcast. See you soon.